Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we have a dedicated episode to something kind of special for us that we like to do.
Oh yeah, very special.
We got a good list going right now of Dave's Hypotheticals. This is something we like to do even before we recorded, so it's going to be a good one for us tonight.
Yeah.
Dave, what do you got?
Had off of this. I'm excited, yeah. Many a night sat up and spent hours just having these talks.
Just about the retarded shit that comes out of my brain.
Excellent questions. What do you have for us?
So I spend literally every second of every day coming up with these. So if you guys don't like them, I'm not saying I'm going to kill myself.
But
I'm just saying I might murder myself later.
Oh.
Just kidding.
I don't think that's allowed.
Yeah, suicide is punishable by death.
Sauce on the side is not allowed in this podcast.
Okay, but yeah, I seem to sometimes just think of these crazy hypotheticals that, spark some interesting answers out of you guys. So, so this first one, can you guys think of some celebrities right now? This is one of those. Like, think of some interesting celebrities that
I can give a shot.
Kanye West.
Oh wait, now what do you think of them after the question? So this was more like if you were able to have one celebrity and you go into the bizarro dimension, like the opposite, whatever, the fully opposite dimension, and then grab, obviously, the bizarro person and switch them just to whether it's positive, negative, whatever you want to see out of what that would be. But which celebrities would you want to do that with?
That's interesting because you would think instantly go to someone who's just dull or not very much fun, and then you switch them out with the bizarre person. But then that's too easy. That's what you just go for initially. So
yeah, I'm saying just even to see what would the exact opposite of this fucking this eccentric person be? The bizarro Schwarzenegger.
Stephen Hawking would be interesting.
That would be.
That would
be a dumb normal person.
Oh my god, that would be kind of
a dumb normal walking person.
He's very athletic.
At what point in life am I switching them? I'm just switching them for their start in the universe. Those two just.
Let's just say.
Yeah.
See,
or they switch from this moment forward.
This is what makes all the hypotheticals work. Is when you guys ask questions, so we can figure this out.
We can confirm those things on our own.
I've got some good answers for this.
Let's say I don't know.
Because you make
in a span of the next 2 years, you will have this ability with reasonable recharge time in between. You can't just take 26 celebrities and fucking bring all the bizarros, but you can be okay, you get Tom Cruise, sure, go get Tom Cruise now, and then wait, and then you can get Jennifer Aniston. Then you can get.
Okay,
then you can get Ray Romano.
I was slowly swap over because all I was really asking was just I was talking. I'm testing the Stephen Hawking theory out. That's why I said that. Where
can you get swap backs? Can you bring them back? Yeah, you can switch back. You have the full ethereal ability to do that. There's
so
small,
so you can bring them back to a younger age.
So what you're telling me is if I wanted to say that Stephen Hawking was born the bizarro version in this world,
instead of
he was switched, at birth, what would that change?
It would change a lot.
Now there's
I don't know if you know, he just published his final paper, tying up some big paradox.
That's crazy. And I'm sure it's something he wanted to do before he was done. So
and maybe that's Bizarro, dude. Maybe that's Bizarro Steven.
Yeah.
Then what's the normal version?
I don't know.
I'd like to know.
It depends on how literal you guys think when you think the opposite of a personality in a person.
Right.
How literal you want to take that. It could be
is
you
he
get Terry Crews and he's still ripped, but now he's a white dude.
Does he still get all those points? I'm confused here. Where does he really fall?
Wait.
What is his bizarre?
Still get all those points?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's
opposite
could mean.
Is he going to be in that universe the ranking that he is still in some form or fashion, or he's a known name?
I would go into their actual lifestyles now, not just who they are, what they built in that world,
right?
That lifestyle.
Right.
I'd like to think, they would have a generally.
I guess if either backwards. One could do it there,
They switch lives. And I guess you would maybe switch the reality, you bring them in, and now it's just people have just known that celebrity is that, and you change, everything changed.
Right.
Yeah, so
swapping places.
But if you swap back, all the normal shit would come back that used to be there.
Well, yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm just.
Well, I'm saying if we're applying this to like, people are. This is gonna be who's walking around now as this opposite version, but we'll brainwash everybody Men in Black style.
Yeah.
This has always been Katie Couric, okay? It's not a lizard person.
No. But I was saying, I would like.
So you could take it super literal, like,
I'd
they're
like
not
to
even
see
humans
the
anymore.
the actual
Jesus
crazy,
Christ.
bizarre version of Will Smith. Because he's like a really positive
Exactly.
energy and like.
It's like back in the old days, if you go back in time and then you do it to when Will was rapping like that. It's
Yeah.
like Will is now the most fucking just atrociously offensive rapper who really that's one of the things I'm thinking about. Like, you know what? Movies change. Okay, that's cool. Like you change something with an actor. Now that Bizarro person is in all those movies, and the changes that had to be made were made because they're Bizarro. They're different.
I mean, imagine if you swap Charlie Sheen at just the right time.
I was just gonna
With
say,
the exact
I'd like to
parallel,
imagine that Will Smith would go down that sort of path, like
Right.
a Charlie Sheen path, where he just starts doing blow up.
That's the thing.
And
Drinking.
could you imagine
Tiger
timing that perfectly to stop that from happening to what Charlie Sheen was going through? Like, you get the guy that had already gone through his crazy phase, and he comes out of it right
And
at the
then
time
grab
where,
him right there.
right there, just switch him real quick. That one never finishes a crazy phase. That one never starts a crazy phase.
That's mean to alternate.
Oh, that would be
alternate
insanely
dimension Charlie
good.
Sheen.
That would be insanely good to do.
We
wouldn't have had to
would
hear
still
about
have-
him.
we would
We wouldn't
still
have had to
have-
hear about him.
And that's the
We can
thing
solve
too. We
problems with
still
this.
have Charlie Sheen in a bunch of shows and stuff too. He's still out there, man.
Yeah, he has his own show now.
Yeah.
Or he's had one for a while. But now imagine it with Bizarro Charlie.
That would be
2.5 Men would still be going with him.
Bizarro Ashton Kutcher.
I don't know if I'd be ready. Oh, jeez, he's already. Bizarro.
You
What do
actually didn't get punked at all. This isn't
He's
even a
literally
joke.
Bizarro.
I'm
He's just a
dumbfounded.
normal person. He's just the person
Just
that's
really-
sitting. He's the person sitting there while it's happening. Someone else made that show in that reality.
So now when you watch
He's
that,
usually
He's just
every
like,
character he has to
that's-
play, just like
that's
this
not-
idiot sitting
now
there.
when you watch that '70s show, like Kelso isn't the same character. Like
No.
it's just completely changed. Think
That's-
about
that
it.
would be sad.
They'd
man.
have swapped actors.
They'd have done exactly the same script and everything,
Bizarro
with just
world.
another person.
Fuck your Bizarro world, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Fuck
That
my
would
Bizarro
throw me
world?
off. Imagine if you got switched. Like,
right?
that would
Well,
fuck you up.
That's
Nothing you
the-
know is what you know.
And now the whole world is completely different
Yeah.
now. Around.
And you
To
don't
be
know when
fair-
you get to go back.
You don't.
Yeah. Yeah, you might not.
All I know is this has now become a movie script. And I'm putting my name on the top. You can be second, Kev. Mike third.
I mean,
And then I'm gonna erase both your names, and it'll just be my name.
It's
But-
probably already
Wow, I
been
like
done,
how I was last and
Fucking-
erased.
But if you want to write a
Interdimensional,
script,
interdimensional opposite person switching.
no, I mean,
We'll be in it if
okay.
you let us. Jesus.
I just have my it's like a screenplay now, and I'm like dressing like I'm a fucking drama art teacher.
I'm not
like,
writing him a
conducting
movie.
a play.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Because I'm not writing a movie, we know that now.
No.
Alright, this one was fucking stupid, but I love it. Can I say that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm one of those people, I like the idea of not necessarily who would win, but like
fighting?
pitting people, fictional or real, against each other. If you want to do Mike Tyson with a Sasquatch, I'd want to see that.
Yeah.
Give the Sasquatch fucking gloves, boxing gloves.
Like a Titan versus Goku.
This is like this is like, all right, regular animals, but you have to mix two animals together, and this is where we'll decide the rules as we go
Okay.
to make like the perfect hybrid animal that has the least shit that comes bad from both of the animals, and more just all the benefits and
Yeah.
strengths that you can come up with,
Yeah.
and then we can decide between the three of us
Who
what-
made the
who
best
made the
one.
best one.
So
Now, are we talking? Can I ask what the criteria is? Because what are we trying to hit here? Are we trying to hit like a good predator? Is that what we're trying to
Something
go for?
that would do well in close combat if you put them in a ring and it was like these
yeah,
two
so
crazy
that's-
beasts,
yeah, that's-
and they're just thrashed into the fucking shit.
Let me think for a second, because
Yeah, that one makes you think, huh?
Yeah, because you gotta. I don't know.
You guys can do like a bullshit one too, you know, fucking a rat and a hawk.
I was
So you get a
literally
rat
gonna
hawk.
say a rabbit and a lion. Like that
So
was my
you get a
initial
lion.
thought.
That's what I think. Like, what really? So
Like
you,
it's a
you
lion.
you get
but
agility
then
from the rabbit,
But
probably.
that was before I knew the criteria. That's just what came to mind.
Well, if
But-
you mix, it's better to mix animals
just
that
'cause
are
it was
near
funny.
sizes. Is that fair to say?
Exactly.
Near size animals are easier to put
dangerous
together.
animal. All right.
Well, you want it to be able to kill Mike's animal in cold blood. That's
So you know what I
Alrighty.
yeah.
Alrighty
They're
then.
getting
Go
pit
ahead.
against each other. That's the
Chimpanzee
whole.
tiger.
Okay,
Siberian
chimpanzee tiger.
tiger.
So will it have
Okay.
hind leg function to where it'll like be able to walk and climb?
I'm
like
wanting
a monkey?
the build of a tiger essentially
Okay.
with the compact muscles of a chimpanzee.
Oh, he's right, 'cause he's
it's
got that
changing-
strength.
It's going to change the shoulder compuncture to more of a wide stance, almost like a
Oh
full
my
ape.
God! You created Tony the Tiger.
But it's going to have
Oh my
insane claws. It's going to have insane claws.
He doesn't have any frosted flakes.
But it still has the agile monkey tail because of the compact muscle.
So you know what I was thinking.
This thing is
Can
going to
you
be
kill the chimpanzee tiger?
I'm basically like thinking like a super lion.
A super
Because
lion.
it's-
Wait, you're gonna do two
It's
lions?
literally, no, it's literally just a lion mixed with like a gazelle
Oh,
to make
shit.
it lighter, more
Really,
agile,
really
That is
way
nimble as
fucking
fuck.
faster. Like
And
just,
then
I
has
just
the
think-
ferocious.
I think
I just
being
think jungle
faster on its
environment-
feet, I think I could get around your big ass.
I think
and
jungle
get on
environment.
that.
Mike's
I
gonna
could
be
get on
right
that
next
boy
to
and
it.
just
Tigers and chimpanzees live in jungles. This thing's not going to be out on the plains. You don't need to worry about speed. I'm in the fucking trees waiting on you, bitch.
Okay, Kev's adding.
See, I don't think that's
environmental
necessarily
elements.
fair to just add.
Okay, okay,
the
build the
strength
arena.
of this lion.
We gotta build the
Or
arena.
this tiger.
Are there trees?
Yeah,
or-
if they're- chimp,
if we're talking
basically.
they're on concrete,
Is this
if they're
like
in a
Pokemon?
concrete- if they're
Is this
in a
like
concrete
Pokemon?
ring,
One side is meant for this type, you know, one competitor, and then the other is like water, grass, whatever. That's the two sides.
I guess.
So you gotta fight him in the trees, and then he's gotta
he
fight you
activated
like
his
fucking
field spell. Is that what you're telling me?
his field spell.
That's what I'm
This-
saying.
Yeah, he's got-
If that's my ability, I get a big field, motherfucker. Even though you get a bunch of
Okay.
trees, I get a big
so
field.
who wins on each terrain?
It's kind of like they're
Who
not
wins
really
on-
going to encounter each other, so we would have to put them in a fixed arena.
Well, you're already putting him in an arena, so yeah,
That's
now
what I'm
you
saying,
can
like
add.
mixed, where it would be.
It was either gonna be
trees and
flat
No,
ground.
we might as well just leave it just a straight like no even advantage.
Coliseum.
Yeah,
Flat
no
ground.
advantage.
That's what
Flat.
I was thinking
No
at the beginning.
advantages.
Just to
Compact enough that they don't have to worry about that kind of shit. You can get speed if you need to, but you're only going to be able to run in a circle.
be able to jump over your fuck,
Just,
over your fucking ass,
it'll just
great.
be a lion that's fucking just hopping around the entire fucking place.
and just slashing
I'm
you.
going to let him come in. I'm going to kill him with the fucking tail.
The tail.
Tail.
The
I'm
tail.
telling you. Thing's going to come in handy more than you think.
Telling you, still a tiger boy.
Then again, I did
Does
say
anybody-
chimpanzee.
does
I'm a
anybody
dumb
wanna
fuck,
switch?
But like,
What are you thinking?
I couldn't think of something that wouldn't be ridiculously stupid. What if you mixed a fucking scorpion and a rhino? What do you think you'd get? Honestly,
Wow. That's interesting.
the scorpion just
'Cause
becomes
I'm thinking
a little
like
part of his fucking belly.
no,
it's
the
pretty
scorpion.
armored. That's a tank.
Yeah, so the fucking rhinoceros now has scorpion
Would
abilities,
it-
I guess.
So let's
would
say
it
he's
have
the
just
size
like a
of
poison horn? Is that
Like-
what you're talking about?
Oh,
Are
shit,
they,
yeah,
like
it's gonna have a
size-wise?
poison horn.
Size-wise, are they meeting like in the middle? Like they're gonna come somewhere.
Yeah, let's just say that it pulls
like
towards.
they pull.
yeah.
This thing's like the size of what, like a beagle or a larger dog, somewhere
That's
right in
not
that
right,
range.
like a beagle.
I guess.
Somewhere around that range.
You're
that-
making it smaller.
Scale.
Now you
Yeah,
have to
Scale.
imagine what
yeah.
that little thing
Okay.
looks like exactly.
Yeah,
An extra armored rhino with a poison horn.
it's gonna
'Cause
be
it would
heavy
be black
too.
now. Yeah. It
I
would
think
be,
it's
like,
official,
all
guys,
black.
I
You're
won.
gonna have to.
Well, imagine if you know my shit's running at your fucking chim tiger or whatever the fuck you call
Yeah.
the mixed name. Your Tony the Tiger abomination. It fucking comes at your shit. What are you gonna do? You're gonna stop it? It's full charge and you couldn't fucking.
I'm
You
gonna
couldn't lay a
avoid
hand
I'm
on
gonna
it.
avoid the fuck out of that thing. I'll tell you that.
You what?
I will avoid the fuck out of that thing.
If we put the three of
It
them
would
in a
not.
large,
It
if we
would,
put the
it
three
would
of them
not
in
know how
one
to kill
ring,
it. It would try to slit its throat or something, or it would choke it, and it just wouldn't work because it's too tough. It's too hard.
make it a battle royale.
Mixing the skin of a rhino and a scorpion hide.
I
Right?
don't like Kev's
That thing would
criticism
be-
right now.
That thing would be broken strong.
Yeah, it would be a little bit.
I'm just saying, I couldn't beat it. You're right.
Yeah, it would just fucking charge. And what are you gonna do, Mike? What are you gonna do? What was your hybrid lion gazelle?
Yeah, I mean,
You just thought of a lion eating a gazelle, and then you just put them together. You're like, oh,
absorbing it like Kirby, and
yeah,
I have that ability now. Get fucked. Yeah, basically.
We can't start adding in fucking absorbing abilities.
Just being a lot more agile and faster, and I think stronger because it would be smaller.
I mean, yeah, it's
You
a
think you
really
got it?
agile
You
lion.
really think you got it?
I could take him, for sure.
I was gonna say you guys are.
I think I got a little bit of a challenge with you, but
No.
Mike's really
I don't
confident
think
in his
you have
fictional
him because he
creature.
has that horn.
Yeah, that horn's gonna fuck you up, dude.
Is it a horn or is it the tail spike?
I think we
have
just.
you
we
ever
just put the-
seen fucking like lions and tigers jump on top of these like rhinos and wildebeests? They're just
He's got a
fucking
point. They just jump on
hanging
top.
off of their necks.
Yeah.
And then they can't do anything. What are you gonna hit me with your
But
horn
sometimes
like that?
it's
What
like
the
a
fuck?
fucking pack of them, though. You have to
You're
remember
not
that.
wrong, but
They're
I'm
all
just
like
saying
trying
if
to
they've
take
singled
down,
one out and we have
and they
that
take down like one
situation-
hippo, like fucking 5 lions.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Nobody had hippo.
And that's,
Why don't you have a
easy
fucking
for them. If you had like 2, it would be a little bit of a challenge. To take
Mix
them
2
down.
hippos.
Yeah, but then why don't I mix just a
No,
rhino and an
2.
elephant?
That'd be pretty vicious. You'd probably just anything with elephant. Just
Yeah.
have elephant
Elephant
sides.
and hippo, yeah.
Tiger elephant.
That might be a little too bulky.
Elephant and
How-
hippo, because hippo is like one of the fucking most dangerous animals out there.
I
don't know
literally
if you
was
know
just
that.
saying, why did nobody throw a hippo in there? You can.
I
fucking-
forgot about that. Until
Nobody said
just
alligator
now.
either.
This
Say-
time.
I
You
thought
could say
one of
Komodo
you.
dragon
That could be
and-
crazy.
You
An
have, like,
alligator.
It's basically one of the most fucking deadly things in nature. And you just mix
Alligator
that with
hippo.
don't mix it with like a poodle. That would be weird. Mixing an alligator with a poodle, an alapoodle.
Alapoodle.
It would still be pretty vicious. I mean, I'd throw that into the fucking ring and it just
Dead silence.
it's a little.
Crickets. Mixed with cicadas, because why not?
Yeah, right? They come around every once in a while.
Okay,
I
how
feel
about
like-
this? A black widow
Oh, okay, I was good fucking pulling out this shit now.
and a tarantula hawk.
Oh.
Holy shit.
I was definitely thinking like spider snake combo.
We're thinking
Because that's
of
a fucking abomination.
If you mix-
That's I know, but that's just an abomination with the legs on a snake. Like that would just be freaky, and it'd be
Imagine-
that much. It would have like double venom. So if I get you, you're gonna die even if you kill me. Type shit.
Bro, the first thing you see when you take acid is a snake with arms. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Right?
Legs, but
I was
Oh.
thinking arms.
oh Jesus, it's like upright,
Yeah. Why
almost
not?
half of it.
Just
Why not?
walking
Why is it when I imagine a snake with arms and legs, why are they stick arms and legs? Am I just
Yeah.
Am I just immature
Exactly
as fuck?
what I was
Like they're just
thinking.
some ridiculous like they look like they were drawn.
They don't make sense. I'll tell you
No.
that. They don't make sense.
It's hard to imagine.
Bro, snakes
that's why.
have mad abs. They're just basically fucking, working their core every day just to move.
Yeah.
Being slimy only helps so much. So I mean, we'll probably not come to a conclusion here. I think we're all pretty high on our own abomination
Yeah.
battle animal. We're gonna get arrested at the end of it. That's the hypothetical ends that way. We get arrested, and they're like, "You were fucking like in a laboratory splicing together." Like they don't even look cool.
I
like
mean, if
we're
I've
talking.
made it
They're-
that far, I don't give a shit.
You're just cutting 2 animals in
So
half.
I don't
and-
think.
Oh yeah, I just sewed
No.
one half of a chimp onto the other half.
No. That would be the
Oh my
funny version, not the
God.
real version where we just have like a machine and you fucking toss them both in there and they come out like, okay, we're good now. They're about to go crazy as soon as they hit the bottom of the machine and then it does it. Not like you have a chainsaw and a passed out hippo and a monkey.
So nobody has a victor, so I think we all have to take a shot there to be fair.
Good old Mike, find an excuse to take a shot.
I mean, I'm sorry.
That's
Is that
the
my
point.
fault?
That's what we're trying to get here. I said I was gonna take a shot every 10 minutes after doing a shot every 5 minutes,
Yeah.
which obviously I have not been doing.
I mean,
Because I was advised that
That's
maybe it would not be smart.
sort of
and
death, if you really want it.
Yeah, I know. 5 minutes would be death very quickly. 10 minutes might stretch it out. It'll stretch it out a bit more, but
Yeah.
every 5 minutes.
We could
that
do it. It's just
noise.
not pretty.
Yeah, it's
It's
just not gonna
not.
look
Your
pretty
doctor
tomorrow.
would not recommend that.
That's not why I drink.
We're not going to work tomorrow, if that happens.
Ooh. That black cherry.
Deadly.
Hey, you guys want to jump into the next hypothetical?
Yeah.
Cool doing
That
that.
is right. We have another.
I have 8, I think, total. If you guys want to keep. I think I told you I came up with that many. I don't know if they're all good though. All right. Okay, we're going down this autismo list I made
All right.
of hypotheticals. This one is stupid as fuck. I'll probably say that about every one after this, but it's stupid as fuck. If you could choose one thing, some form of material or just something that could be qualified for this, all the gasoline in the world. All of the gasoline in the world is now just something else. It could be fucking like macaroni now or whatever. Just the whole supply is something else.
Question.
What would you want it to be, basically?
Question.
Hit me.
Is it used in the same purpose that gas would have been?
I actually didn't think that
listen.
far, but
So, you said it changes to macaroni, so when I go to the pump now,
it
Yeah, are we
It
changing
just
the
comes
law of
macaroni?
physics? Like my car
Macaroni.
runs on macaroni,
so
it'll become macaroni.
And it's all gonna be fucked.
So it'll be cheap as fuck.
but it's all gonna be no. It doesn't. It doesn't work.
Okay,
No,
do we
I-
want to go in the world where it becomes the fuel, or the world where it doesn't?
That's
actually...
what I was thinking.
Okay,
If
let's-
it's the world where it becomes the fuel, this is a hack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a hack.
But everything that can stay the same reasonably stays the same about the thing.
But wait, are we also insinuating that gasoline, all the gasoline that exists currently, switches with something else that currently exists?
So when
Yeah,
we
so
they
make it
switch
in our
places.
house, we're eating gasoline now.
It would suck if it did
Easy
switch places,
gasoline.
because you'd open your box of Easy Mac and it'd be like, oh, it's fucking
Petrol.
literal, just petrol in that box. Should I call somebody? I'm gonna call several
Probably.
people. So we can do that too. That's all. Whatever switches you guys
Call my
want to.
mayor.
I mean, just it's mostly for reasons of seeing the chaos.
Oh.
I thought Kool-Aid just because I don't know why. Just all the gasoline in the world is now Kool-Aid.
I was
When
I
lots
was
of
thinking
planes fall-
something. I was thinking something to freak them out. So I was trying
Spiders.
to think of like blood colors, and then you said Kool-Aid. So like
Just
definitely
fucking
some like
freak-
fucking dark red Kool-Aid, and it looks like blood now. That would be hilarious.
Mike's thinking
I think
aesthetic
that
here.
would be funny. I think that'd be funny. I think it would look good too.
Carbon dioxide. We'll just switch them both for their natural environments, though. Because carbon dioxide exists technically everywhere. We have enough of it. We'll never run out of carbon.
We won't.
No, everything's made.
We
of
produce
carbon.
carbon.
Staple of life.
We produce carbon. If you could change fossil fuels to carbon, we'd kill the plants and we'd lose oxygen. But
Yeah, real quick. Probably faster than what we're
we'd
doing
burn.
right
Yeah,
now.
we'd burn through a lot of carbon. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think we would die out. I think it would work.
Yeah, Kev's got the whole
We
apocalyptic
might be able to
schedule
figure
set
it
for
out.
you.
I think it would work. I think it would thin the herd. Oh God,
That'd be great.
that'd be cataclysmic if you switched carbon and gasoline. If you think about it, and putting them both back where they naturally
You just gotta
go.
take the right people with you when you do that. Take all the smartest people you can find in the world.
That's generally the rules.
And just be like, I'll give your family all of the money in the world if you just come.
Yeah,
with me."
just come on. I need your smart ass.
Yeah. Logically, I feel like it'd be the best answer.
So that's some like Elon Musk shit.
I mean, Kevin is basically Elon Musk. You know
Oh God.
that technically I'm calling him a fucking
Someone give me
crazy
a
to
Tesla.
say.
Can I borrow a few dollars?
You literally
Can
asked
I?
for $5. You literally asked for $5
From Elon Musk.
just $5. At that point,
He's like,
can
I'm
you say
sorry,
no?
man. I only have 100.
I'm sorry, man. I don't carry cash.
I literally
I'll
just
give you a black card.
He's like, I literally
I'll
just
give you a
shoot
black
money.
card that can buy a Lamborghini, though.
I literally just
He doesn't carry cash.
I literally just shoot money out of my eyes and it pays.
I'm sure he doesn't even carry a wallet. Like, why would he carry it?
Elon Musk just fucking looks at the fucking scanner and
Think
it just
about that.
it makes
Most
the transaction.
anywhere
go.
you go, you'd probably want at least a security guard. Like out in the world.
That's fair. I
No
mean,
thanks.
if
I
I
don't
don't
want
have
that.
that kind of money.
No. I never want to have to worry like that.
Fair enough. But
technically,
like,
you're saying you
not
can never be
necessarily.
famous.
It's only for
Oh, yeah, I
the
could.
facade of it, though. It's really not like
Dude, you don't understand how many more people will come up at you.
if you don't
Just because
have a
they want
giant
to.
dude standing behind you and all.
Yeah,
black
and they
that's
see
No,
that
I'm-
you're an influential person.
I'll never be that kind of famous. That's
No.
not the kind of famous
I mean,
even
I don't
want.
think
Like,
so anyway. But
If
like,
I'm that kind of famous,
I don't
I'm
think
not
you
asking
have
for
to
that.
get.
I'm saying
I'm not
on
doing
I don't
this
think you have.
level,
Well, I'm saying I don't think you have
You
to
would
get
want
that
that.
famous anymore, mainly because of the internet for shit like that to happen.
Exactly. But
That shit makes the stalking much easier for psychos.
you're not wrong. Hopefully, I don't have any psychos. Right?
Well, it's like if 100,000 people know who you are. Let's just think of it like bare bones logically. You think some of them might just want to come murder you? Would that be if like 2 of them did? Would that really blow your mind?
yeah, because it would mean that I have that many. Like that would mean
It would-
Not
we-
the having it part. Just
It wouldn't
the,
surprise
we would
me.
I would have
right?
enough fans to where
There's
there would be
some-
freaks too.
Like, look, there's a crazy
Not like
asshole
that,
that's gonna.
but-
There's a crazy asshole that's probably gonna know about you if you just, if you
Fuck
go
it,
100
dude.
miles that way and just tag every person, you're gonna get a lot of different types of people. So
I'll be honest. I don't.
You'll get a dude
I
that's
don't
gonna
think
run
of
a-
it getting that level. I guess.
dude is gonna
but
run up on you in Times Square and like fucking.
It'll make a great story.
It will.
It's gonna make a really great story.
Well, I think what Kev's saying is he'll be ready to just beat somebody's ass if he has people coming at him, and I respect that.
I mean, shit. Why not?
I mean, shit.
I'm
just
kind of a
fucking-
gun advocate. He doesn't have to be standing.
Now all the
No.
libtards are gonna come.
Good.
I'm just kidding.
I believe
If,
in
if I
protecting-
if I ever
believe
say
in
lib, if
protecting
I
Come
myself.
at me, bro.
if I ever say
I believe
libtards,
in.
if I ever say libtards, then you guys know that I'm actually being serious.
we can go back to
You have to kill me
2013.
and everybody that you know now.
Everyone.
We just have to erase this whole county to make sure.
I know a
Gotta
lot
take
of
it
people.
over.
I know people that aren't in the state. So like, that's not even
They'll be
fair
fine.
for me.
I'm gonna protect myself. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's how we all feel. I think we all agree on that as far as guns. Like,
I feel
You
like
can
one-
have
I
really
feel like
whatever
it is
gun you
one
have.
owns right to decide
It's really-
if that asshole is gonna kill them or not.
exactly. So you can own whatever gun you want. I necessarily don't think that you, not that you should be able to, but that you just should have a giant arsenal of guns in your house. That seems a little outrageous because
Look,
it's
we're-
just
we-
unnecessary.
I mean, we're not trying to make a political statement. We're
No,
more
absolutely
just,
not,
We're more,
but-
my view of it is, there can be a pretty easy middle ground with that, and there's not. So it would be a lot easier to come to like some kind of meet in between than what it is now. Of like you're either you like guns and you're so you're classified in that way. You're a crazy conservative, like Bible thumping. You get all these labels,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the other side, for fucking
You
Democrats,
get the
liberals.
same. You get another set of labels, and
Yeah, you already get a bunch of labels, and it's like, oh, you want our guns to be taken away, blah blah blah. Both sides have that shit, and really, there could just be some meeting on the middle ground of it's okay to want to like protect yourself because fucked up shit happens, and it's also okay to have some limits on who can have what, and try to have some rules. Criminals don't follow rules. I get that.
Exactly.
But
not.
Exactly.
we have like. It's stupid.
If you
In that way, it's
have a
stupid
mental-
that murder's illegal. Murder's
Yeah.
illegal. Well,
if
I mean,
you have a mental disorder, if you have like any similar problems to like a mental disorder, or just not.
yeah, maybe there should
Where
be
you
more
don't
of
seem
a
like a
process.
stable human being.
There
Yeah,
should be more of
exactly.
a-
It should be that, and definitely just a background check, and then honestly, after those two things, it's really up to the seller. That's up to the point of sale
Well, that's the
for
part
that
where it's probably
person
hard to control. Some people just don't do the checks that they should do, and that's fucked up.
I mean, if you did both of those things, though, then it would just be up to that guy, right? So then it would have his name written on it, and it would say, like, okay, you know, if they saw him come in the store and they have audio and they can hear him saying, like, yeah, I need this to go take care of something.
Yeah.
And the fucking guy sells it to him. It's not the same as, like, me selling someone alcohol when they're drunk, but, like, come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't... So, I think if there was more accountability in that as well, and putting people's names on shit...
Yeah, because that's something they don't always talk about enough, is, like, who sold this person this gun? Like, what's...
Yeah.
Something's breaking at the foundation. And it's one of those things, the other fucked up thing about whatever people argue about with gun control is I feel like it's a problem that we're going to solve more by just trying to make schools better and, like, you know, have, like, people that are educated and paid attention to when they're young, and then you have, you know, a generation of people that are
I think it should be just as important.
Life.
It should be just as important as anything else.
Well, think
in
about
life
people
for
that
growing
would have been good people
Knowing how
if
to
they
defend
weren't
yourself.
thrusted into some shitty situation that was created by, you know,
You've
whether it's society or the
put
government,
them-
whatever.
You've put them in internment camps, basically.
Yeah,
Until
I mean,
the age of 18.
And
It's
somebody
horrible.
was supposed to help them at some point, but there was no one there to help them, and there was teachers and administrators that didn't care, and a whole school full of kids just like that. It's like, that's where it fucks you up.
I got
Sounds
out.
familiar.
I know algebra, but
That's where it
how
really.
the fuck do I do my taxes?
That's where it really fucks you
Where do
up.
I go to find a job?
Hey, TurboTax, do it for me for free.
It goes into another
Hey,
whole.
I'll hire someone to do it for me. That's literally how you do your
You're
taxes.
just passing kids through the
pretty
system.
neat.
You're
I
not showing them a
literally-
damn thing.
I literally respect the fuck out of teachers. A good amount of not teachers that just, you know, ruin everything for their
I
students.
think we
but-
all could name at least just one that was really good to
Well,
us
because
in high school.
it leads. I could name
but-
several, but it's always leads. It leads on to another thing of, like, you know, I wish teachers were paid more because that just makes it all the worse for them. You know, that they're getting.
Yeah,
Bro,
but they
a whole
don't really
class-
get paid enough, and then it's like,
like
I'm
a
teaching
whole
hundreds
classroom
of
full.
kids.
Yeah,
a year.
seriously, it's like, and it's important to give our kids education. They're doing a really important job, and it's treated like you'd be better off fucking tossing
I'm
wood
sure
logs.
some math teachers have sat down and, like, figured out, okay, this is how many students I have, this is how many hours I teach them, this is how much I get paid to teach each student. And they're probably standing there, math teachers, looking over your head, and it says $12 right here on your fucking forehead, and they're helping you learn.
I like that.
And they
Mike.
give up at some point because
I-
it just fucking. They're like, oh my god, I've worked so hard for these $12, I don't even care anymore.
Yep.
It's sad, but I'm sure it's happened.
That's basically that's why it's fucked up. It's just so we get all the way there from just that's why I think you have a mental health problem in America is because schools could be a little bit better, and by a little I mean a lot. You know, I don't know how many times I walked into somebody jerking off in the bathroom in high school. And I'm sick of it, and I want to hold up a sign that says I'm mad about it.
Man, you're lucky they were jerking off in the bathroom.
And not just in the classroom.
God.
When that weird kid that sits in the corner jerks off on your algebra homework.
You got Carlos in the back corner doing a fucking pocket pull.
It's Carlos.
He's rearranging his
Carlos.
change.
Oh, yeah.
By
Just,
size.
just so.
How many times can you adjust your belt, Carlos? Oh my.
You got a shake weight hidden in there, kid?
You gotta shake.
What are you doing?
Have you adjusted your shit?
It's-
Finally? Jesus.
Quit getting off.
Quit getting off. Come on, Carlos. What are you doing?
We know of kids who are accused of doing shit like that at school.
All kinds of
so,
kids.
like, come on.
And here on S.I.D, we do not bully
That's
people.
fucking sad.
We do
but
not
it's
bully
true.
anybody, but we have memories from high school that are just, they're great.
I have to tell you, if you think that's an okay thing to do, don't get caught doing that.
Oh
You
my
will
God,
no
don't
longer
get
think
caught.
That's
that
what,
is an okay
if I
thing
was
to do,
ever,
I guarantee
No
you.
one will ever look at you the same either.
I feel like there's two types of people. There's like people that are really good at hiding like their deep, dark secret type shit.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole half. It's like you're fucking cautious. Whatever it is that nobody can know, Mike raised it. Mike and his clown porn addiction, but you know.
Yeah,
he got it out of me.
I don't know how you figured that out. Jesus.
I love when they honk the tits
Stop
and then the
going
nose.
on my phone.
I love when they honk the tits and then the nose. It's
going
great.
on my phone.
Stop going on Mike's phone. How did I get the clown
Good
porn?
God.
I got a little off track. Oh yeah, your deepest, darkest secret. And then there's people who it seems like it's like those shows on TLC. It's like, you know, like what is the one where they eat and drink shit weird? There was like a bitch that ate she eats like parts
It's
of
like
a mattress.
the new version of Fear Factor.
What, My Strange Addiction?
Yeah, My Strange Addiction. Yeah,
that
shit.
show. Oh Jesus.
If I was eating my bed, I would hide away for a few years, I think, and just eat.
You know
beds.
it's disgusting? There was a girl on there that literally, she didn't even smoke cigarettes, but she would, or she might have, but she would literally lick her finger and stick it in the ashes.
Oh,
and
I heard
then
about that.
Eat it. And she
Okay.
liked the way it felt
I
on her
think-
teeth, and I'm like, oh,
I think we should tread lightly because
that's gross.
we may have people listening who are eating. We should tread lightly, but that show is
I mean,
disgusting. That
like,
show is horrible.
Vomit alert.
I mean, come on. If
That
you're
show is
eating your
disgusting.
bed, like there's an art to that, right? Because how long
That's
did you sleep on
disgusting.
that? How long did you sleep on that bed?
How much
Well,
dead
what
skin?
do you
How long
do?
did
How
you
much
marinate
dead
that
skin?
mattress?
Wait, there's a
And
hypothetical.
bugs are in that, where she probably like, it's probably like a salty taste, and that's why she likes it. But that's fucking disgusting.
That's salty
bet
bed
it's kinda
taste.
pungent, bro.
That's cannibalism, and then just eating fucking
That's
bugs.
a form of auto cannibalism.
It's fucking gross.
If you're eating your
I
own
hate
bed.
to be that guy, but that's nasty.
I don't know why it makes me
I
think
can't
of that
believe you
shit.
put that in your
It
body.
makes me think of that shit where it's like, if you had to eat a door in like a year, how would you do it? Do you guys remember that bullshit in like
Oh
middle
my
school?
god, I would marinate it for the whole year and then just eat it at Christmas.
I
She
think
was
I would.
probably a
Why are
very
you gonna
vain
eat it all at
person.
once?
She's probably a very vain person, fell in love with her own pheromones and ate her mattress.
Oh, that's gross.
I don't even
that's
want to
gross.
think about the science and the psychology of it.
Dude, I'm telling you.
That's a good hypothetical. If you had to eat a bed, how would you eat a bed? Like, what
I
do
would
you
buy
eat?
a new one and then eat it.
Mike's smart because he doesn't want to eat all of his like old skin cells and sweat and just all.
And then
fucking crazy.
if the bed that you have right now, like if you're not, well off, you probably have a bed that you got from someone else.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Or you bought from someone
Oh,
else.
no.
Think about that. That's
If
your
I
dead
suddenly
skin
decided
and
to eat-
theirs.
Yeah, if I decided to suddenly eat a
And
bed.
then what happened on their bed? You
Like,
don't know.
right.
So it's like,
Oh,
you're eating that
But
bed.
legitimately,
What?
I don't understand if those shows like. Please tell me that there's a chance it could all be bullshit. Just tell me there's a chance
Yeah,
that they
I
could
mean,
just
like,
be
come on,
finding.
I mean, there was a
Eat
girl
a
eating
mattress and
bricks.
live?
There's probably ones where
There's
I'm.
a girl eating
look,
bricks
look.
and coins.
Would you say there's one or there's a percentage of them that maybe it's not, oh, what's it called? Maybe you don't see them do anything convincing, like the bitch that drank her piss. She could have just been drinking like G2 Gatorade,
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I don't know if she's really drinking piss there.
Yeah.
Once again, if you're eating, I'm sorry, your chicken parmesan is ruined. Just
I
put
already
it back.
gave the vomit alert.
Put it back in the fridge. Heat it up
Warm
later.
In
You-
the conventional oven.
if
Don't
you're
put
drunk-
it in the friggin' microwave.
Yeah, shout out there. I understand people
Shout
that
out
use
to
your microwave.
conventional ovens.
I do it too, but when I feel like it, I'm like oven works.
Oven's
Use your
better.
oven. All the stoners out there are like, Psh, I know that,
Yep.
and then they use a microwave because they're like, fuck that.
It's
because they're
it
stoned.
takes too long. That's great.
I'm gonna fall asleep watching Family Guy if that happens.
Right? On my phone, just in the kitchen. And I'm gonna burn all the food.
I feel like we
A
fucking
microwave doesn't stay on. A toaster oven does.
Oh no, I have 8 Hot Pockets.
Toaster ovens are the perfect medium. Tell me
I
I'm
kept
wrong.
forgetting that I
Tell
would
me I'm
cook Hot
wrong.
Pockets.
So
inside.
toaster ovens
Are the
medium?
perfect medium between using an oven and using
and
a microwave.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's the
perfect.
baby. It's the little child.
We're
that
gonna
you
buy
crave.
one in the house that we're about to move into.
If you have a
That's like
giant-
gonna be
At
You know,
what
a regular,
point-
you know about a regular toaster, right?
Yeah.
Makes the perfect bath bomb.
Wow. That
So
was-
we told
that
Kev if he
was
could
good.
go 5 days without making a toaster in the tub joke, we'd give him $100, and his 5 days just ran up, and it happened right there.
Yeah.
So he still is getting the money also.
Yeah, can I have my $100?
We'll talk
Damn
about
it.
that later, Kev.
I might have broken another rule.
$100. Am I fucking Bill Gates?
I probably broke another rule.
How?
don't know. Whatever the game was, I hardly remember it.
Yeah, right.
Dude, there was no more game talk. That was like we went in 50 doors that all went the same direction. And somehow we're in a different spot.
What the shit?
It's so
No,
great.
you know what's
It's like
like the most
Scooby-Doo. It's Scooby-Doo. You run through one door and then you run
What-
through
Yeah,
the
you
door
said
that's like
see.
to the left and you run back into that door. Like it's...
No, what they can't see is this fuck just vaped in my face. And come on, I always
I
vape in his
blew-
face.
Yeah,
I
he
blew
got
a
it.
small amount of smoke in Kev's face, and now his panties are
Been
so
done.
bunched up.
Been none since I handed you that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys say? Another hypothetical or what?
good.
Want to keep going? Keep the train rolling? Keep the suicide
keep
bus
quitting.
going off the cliff? You know what I'm saying? This one I wrote down. I just want to throw this in. It wasn't a hypothetical, but Mike and me talked about it earlier. I just have the words suicide bomber last meal typed in my fucking list of hypotheticals. But I was like,
what does that mean? Oh yeah.
well, because I thought about it, and I'm technically, you might as well just say, what would your last meal be, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Would that not just be that question? And I wasn't going to ask it because I'm like, maybe that's cliche.
That's gonna be a few days back.
2 Big Macs.
I'm telling you, if I'm blowing myself up,
Is it different
I
that you
didn't
have...
recently eat a meal.
Okay, this is different ground rules than if you're getting executed.
No, I want my whole meal all over the people that I
I was
blow
just
up.
gonna say, you want...
I want that meal all over those people.
Your fucking cream corn just fucking splattered everywhere.
So I'm gonna put the bomb right on my stomach.
You have to have an internalized bomb that you swallow so it
Yeah.
gets you outwards. So
But
you
it's on a
fucking-
timer and you can just make a phone call.
Man, he did not digest all that steak yet. Oh man,
No.
that's gnarly. That got on Deborah's face. She's
If
pissed.
that's what I'm going through, I'm
She-
not.
Deborah's face is over there.
Deborah's got a partially digested
Deborah's
steak
face
on her
is on the
face.
wall.
I'm
That
not
was
eating
in a
for
man
few
who
days.
exploded.
Yeah, if that's the
Yeah.
situation, I'm not eating for a few days before.
I would be.
I wouldn't
I'd
know
be
what
dead.
to do.
I love the
I'd be
situation.
emaciated by the time I got up there to blow myself up.
Bro, I think I would eat. Here's what I would do if I knew I was going to suicide bomb and for some reason I can't make the decision not to. I'll either eat myself to death first or I'll just end up blowing myself up really full.
You want to just gorge on everything?
I'll just eat. I'm going to blow myself up in 3 days. Give me both slices of cake. Yes. Just kidding. Give me the cake. Give me the
Give
rest
me
of the
10
cake.
cakes. What the fuck?
I'm
I'll
going to shove it
finish-
in my face and then eat lobster.
I mean, if you're going that route, I might as well just go empty my bank account on food.
No,
okay,
we're making
you're a
someone else
suicide.
pay for
Here's
it.
the new
This is
question.
like-
Here's a new
I'm putting
question.
it on credit. Don't worry.
Here's the new question. You're a suicide
Get
bomber
a new
who,
credit card.
who blows up in a week. What's all the shit you do in a week as a suicide bomber to be?
Okay.
How is that?
week?
You have a week till you blow yourself up. Okay, this
I think I'm going on a trip.
we'll do it as just a regular guy in the Middle East, and then we'll do it
Hey,
as.
do I have
fucking-
a set destination as where I blow myself up?
Yeah. Do I have money?
You guys
like-
want the mission that you're gonna? What the
No,
fuck?
because
like,
I'm
I need to
curious.
know what
Okay.
I'm doing. Like,
You're
I,
gonna
I
fly-
want to know if I'm in a situation because we're talking like suicide bombers.
Am I just gonna
They might
die
have
in 10
planes.
days?
The
If I have a
NSA
plane,
Yeah.
Guys, the NSA has a little red light next to all of our fucking names, and it's
That's
just
so
blinking
great.
so fast red. It's
I love it. No, I would
Game
definitely.
plan. I've got 7 days.
Right?
okay.
No, I would
okay.
definitely, if I was like in that situation, if I knew it was gonna happen, I would fly around in a plane to a bunch of places that I want to go to before I know I
Your
have
own
to.
private plane?
That's what I'm thinking
It
with the
becomes
situation we're
your
in.
life.
Like, why
Your
not?
life becomes a fucking like prescription drug commercial, and you're just like
Yep.
you're up a mountain
I'm
and you're
in
pointing
Italy.
upwards. You're in Italy, and yes,
And
this
then
is a
you're
real
in-
Italian sub. Oh ho ho!
Oh.
Fuck you, Carol.
And then you're in China, and then you're in Antarctica, and then you're,
I'm around ice
in Brazil, and then you blow up in the Middle East.
because you took Prilosec or fucking Prozac or fucking
Oh,
whatever
Jesus. And you
drugs.
had an antidepressant.
Can I just blow
enough
up
to-
over the water? Like, just by myself? Just
No. You have to
This
take
is taking it too
You
literal.
have to
You're just
take
gonna
innocent
blow up at some
lives.
point.
Oh, okay. This is not going to be a fun week then.
Kevin, we literally are not saying suicide bombing like you just jump off a
Yeah, I
cliff and
know.
blow up midair.
Yeah, I know.
It's
A
grim, but
suicide
the reality
bomber
of
is
the
literally meant to hurt
Exactly,
people.
I know.
Kev just fucking dives over the lake perfectly at the top of his jump. Fireworks. I'd sit there with popcorn.
So that's how it's going down. This is a real depressing week.
Come here, Osama bin Laden! You just go straight for his body.
You fucking you get
Wherever
to
they
the
You said
afterlife.
innocent lives, so I mean it's kind
Bro,
of.
you get to the afterlife and they
shit,
tell
this
you
sucks.
you get to the afterlife and they tell you your long jump score and where you rank next to other terrorists.
Oh no.
It's like an online
Oh,
game,
no.
and then they find out it's pay to win.
So dumb.
I'm so done with this topic.
Pay to play.
Okay, that was like just a bonus
Yeah,
topic.
go ahead.
Ow.
You guys say stop when you're ready, and Kev just harmed himself.
That's what we talked about at work today.
Kev, what did you just fucking do? Kev's
Had
in
an
pain.
aneurysm.
Because of that.
That was the
question.
quickest and best recovery. Everything about that was pretty stellar for
It's
having
still
an aneurysm.
Pretty
You didn't
split.
die.
Don't get me wrong.
Kev's currently having the aneurysm somehow.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
This one is super retarded. I love it so much.
Every single one.
If you... That's just going to be the beginning of every one. What would you do with $1 million if you couldn't spend it?
$1 million.
You just have to somehow use the physical stacks of money that you have to accomplish the best goal that you can think of. I thought that would be a good twist, yeah, but you're not spending it. You just have a million
Okay.
little pieces of paper.
You know what? I think I already know what I'll do. Now,
That's surprisingly fast.
Can I say, because if this will work out like that, can I say that like other people look at it as money still, right?
Yeah, like it's still you're still using money, but
It's
if anybody
counterfeit.
asks,
But I'm not buying stuff.
you can't.
I just
no.
have
you,
money.
You need to use the
I
$1
have
million.
the massive.
Oh, it's
bills.
just
The
it's just $1
physical
million
money.
cash. It
You
can
just
never,
need-
it
yeah.
can never
But
fly.
everybody
you
else
physically-
looks at it
it can
as
never-
money, but I
yeah.
don't. You can't spend
But
it.
there's no. You just have to explain to people like, yeah, this is unspendable.
You know what I would do?
Reach the top shot. Scared.
Get the camera. We're going outside, and I'm setting it on fire. We're putting it on fucking
Oh!
News 9.
And we're getting famous.
And we're gonna get enough publicity for everybody to start watching the show.
Can we roast marshmallows at the end, guys, please?
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Send us 1 million fake dollars.
Just.
And,
We
I
will
mean, no
burn
real
it.
dollars. But
I
we
think
can't
we'd still
spend-
get famous if we burned like a fucking shit ton of Monopoly money. I think
Yeah,
we'd still
like-
get traction.
That
If
would
we
be
had
a
good
pretty
enough-
funny video.
If we had good enough counterfeits, $1 million, good enough counterfeits, and we just burn them out there.
There's fucking
You know how
cops,
easy
bro.
it is
Cops.
to buy stage money.
Yeah, we could probably
Exactly.
find enough of that.
Think about this twist. So if I'm not mistaken, you know how in school if you ever like fucked with $1, you ripped $1, there was always that kid who's like, you're going to jail. Like,
Yeah,
Now, if
Now, I
I
don't
burn
hate
$1
it.
million
Yeah.
and the police see that on their YouTube channel or on their Facebook, what happens? Do I go to prison?
for burning $1 million fake dollars, we just have to have.
I'm
proof
saying,
that
let's
they're
say-
but they think they're real. That's the situation. They think this
just
money
because
is
it's a
real.
million, don't you think maybe that would
That's a
they'd
lot.
finally be
That's
like,
enough
there's
for them.
actually a law against that, but you've increased it to the scale where now it's actually defamation of a large scale of government property.
I'll
Okay,
just
so-
burn half of it then.
Then they get there and we literally were just calm as fuck with our marshmallows and we're like, yeah, just go look at any dollars that aren't burnt
Yeah,
already.
but it's
They're
useless.
all counterfeit.
It's useless money anyway. It's just inflation.
That's
for
why
the
I'm saying
government.
they don't know. They don't know that. It
I
just
get
looks
that.
like $1 million. We're on Bay News 9. They just see all the money.
That
If
would
they
be
don't know,
hilarious,
yeah, they don't know
though.
right off the bat, but they have to find out.
That would be that's exactly the situation I was just describing. Is when they roll up and
Yeah.
that whole part happens. Where we're like, yeah, go ahead, look at them.
Because I'm just imagining like 3 pallets of money just sitting on a driveway of one of our houses and
That's a
just
crazy-
lit on fire.
That's a crazy idea. A pallet of money.
Let's
I don't know
do
why
it.
that hit me so crazy.
Yeah,
Let's do it. $1 million.
I
Yep,
think it's a
$1
good- I
million.
think we could do that.
Real ass looking fake dollars.
Yep, I think we could do it.
If the Joker can do it, we can do it.
Yeah, come on,
We can do it.
We're better than the Joker,
Let's
right?
do it.
We're real.
See, when I thought of what your guys' answers would be, I'm like, just using ridiculously perfectly stacked, like just stacks of money put together to help you reach things and get to high places.
That was we're
what
gonna
I-
use it like a paperweight, like it's just a mass now. No, it's a whole pallet full of fucking money. I'm not gonna use it to get up shit, and it's not gonna be my new ladder.
Just
Like,
My
hey,
new
look
ladder.
at my $1 million ladder.
Yeah, just
No,
fuck
I'm gonna
it.
fucking burn it so people look at it.
fucking money ladder.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If you're telling me like even the grocery store is not going to give me change for it. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what I'm doing with it. I'm burning.
They're gonna run it through that little machine, and it's gonna be like fail instead of pass. They're gonna be like, "This is fake. Get out of my store."
It's the exact words we'll say. This is fake. Get the fuck out of here.
Be gone, ho. You don't get any shit.
Thanks for not saying be gone, thought, and saying be gone, ho.
Be gone, thought.
Thanks, Mike, for saying the thing that I thanked Kevin for not saying.
It's great.
Right after
It's
I
not.
thanked him for saying it.
That's old though.
Ho.
That's kind of why I thanked him. We can't use old memes and jokes, or else everybody is gonna shit on us. You know. We have to be cool, hip with the. Is this recording?
Away
Shit.
with your negative
Anyway,
thinking,
we're
slut.
Yeah.
Stop it.
away with your
Quit,
negative-
skank.
That's
Stop.
better.
Stop giving.
Ball whore.
So, Kev, can you go back to having an aneurysm, please?
Can you?
The next
give
one
us
might kill
another-
me.
I was waiting. I've got a topic fucking in the chamber ready to go.
So-
Before I finish off this list with a good final hypothetical, I'm gonna take the shot real quick.
Yeah, Dave. Come on, let's do it.
And now I think I'm ready to go.
Mm.
All right, last one.
Now I am.
This was my favorite of the ones I had left anyway. So,
Yeah.
so this is basically, we're gonna think from a profit standpoint. If you had to make your own new holiday, and the purpose of the holiday was for it to be successful and on the level of like Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, or at least like
Like,
in the echelon.
capitalized? Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
like what
I
could
gotta
you
come up with
market
a-
the best? What would get people coming in? What would be the holiday where you'd all of a sudden have to buy all this shit and people will probably do it? And what do you think you'll make the most money off of if you were just say you get every dollar that's made metaphorically? So
I think I have a little bit of an idea.
bro, Mike thinks of him so fast. I feel like he's just like taking little acid trips in between every fucking question. And he comes back with I already thought
That's
of that
the
before
Don
you said
Julio
it.
doing it for
I already
you.
thought of that before you said it, bro. Flying cars and beagles, fuck yeah.
I think, because I'm sure there is like a, I don't know how, because you know
If
how
there's already
how
a
there's
holiday.
tons of holidays like for every day. I don't know if there's already like a.
Yeah, here, the idea is like, okay, there's a bunch of holidays, but there's one that
Okay,
stand
so I
out.
create
There's-
hype.
You
for
have,
it,
yeah.
Like it becomes
Imagine it's
big.
like Holiday Tycoon. It's like fucking, it's like roller coaster tycoon shit. You're just building your brand until it's like perfect or however you want
Kids
it.
Day instead of like birthdays.
Ooh,
Have
See,
like
I-
a Kids Day instead of Mother, Father.
literally,
Grandma,
because
Grandpa.
I like that. I like where Mike.
Think
went
about
with
how
that.
many toys
you have
you
sons
could
and
sell
daughters.
on that day.
I think you call it Individuals Day.
Oh,
You celebrate the fact that people are individuals.
See,
Damn yuppies would eat
I mean,
that up.
thank you for making mine a little bit better.
That was kind
You
of where I
can't
was going
steal
with
it.
mine. That's
Oh,
what I.
really?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what
No, I
I've
think
been
Kev
thinking.
just
Okay.
threw out what
I had
he would do.
formulated an idea while I was waiting on you to word
So wait,
yours up.
we
Yeah.
can't call it Independence Day though.
It's individual.
Yeah, individual.
Individual.
I know you said
Everyone's an
individual,
individual,
but you would
man.
technically.
I think I support him in that one. I think we would both try to do
Dude,
that
we
together
could
because
tackle
that's
that.
that's.
if we
Come
all
on.
came
That's
together to
legit,
make a
man.
holiday. Here, let's make our holiday. You think we
You
can
just-
do it, guys? You
yeah,
think we
you
can get
just-
some outlines here?
You tell them we're celebrating
Listen.
life
So-
in
so-
general.
listen,
Each individual can be a unique
You can
person.
go-
We should
you
buy
can
each other
go-
extravagant things.
I'm pretty sure you can go to like your local, mayor, county, or whatever the fuck, however the fuck you would do it, and you can register a day to be like your own thing
Oh shit!
if they think it is appropriate.
If they're like, yeah, you can do that, sure.
Yeah.
So we're actually
Imagine
doing
if
this
we
now.
actually did that. That would be really cool.
What would people buy on Individual Day?
Anything,
Dude,
it would literally be
you
anything.
buy something for yourself, and you buy something for the individuals in your life. That are
So it would be
individual
like
people.
you, and like my brother.
So like,
You know,
Like-
we'd be going off of okay, you're gonna buy a more intricate
How
they're
about
gonna
this?
try to buy like
If the
more
world was
a gift.
more
If
expensive
the
gifts.
world was the three of us,
I guess you would say expensive.
If
yeah.
the world was the three of us, I'd buy you a gift, I'd buy him a gift, I'd buy me a gift,
and
then
then
you would
I'd
do the
buy
same,
me and
he would do the
you
same.
and you and me, and we would all get a bunch of gifts.
True.
And
I like
definitely,
that, yeah.
definitely
Day.
ones
Oh my
that
God,
we would
Kev's
buy
like-
for ourselves
Kev's
that
like,
we would like.
Kev's like, okay, it beats Christmas because you do your family and your friends, of course, and then just any other
We're
range
that-
of connection.
We're that self-absorbed, so yeah.
And
society is that
and that's the thing
self-absorbed,
about
so,
it is
yeah.
you decide what range you want to go to. So if you want to buy
It's
something
going-
for every individual in your life, that's you, and that's who would make us the most
Give
money.
it a 50-year backing, and it's sold. It's in. It's ingrained.
Dude. If it was
It
like
swept the
if
country.
it was like
Swear to
Mother's
God.
Day and Father's Day, how
Oh
they
my
are
God.
actual staples, and how like Grandma and Grandpa's Day isn't really that
Yeah.
big of a deal.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if there's a Kids Day, it's not that big of a deal right now at all. I've never experienced it when I was a
But
kid.
that's the thing. Just
My-
as
no.
easily.
My parents didn't love me, but that's just because it's funny.
That's
Just as
irrelevant.
easily we could sugarcoat it later on and call it Appreciation Day.
Oh, that's.
And we can
I
sell
don't know
it
if we get away
for
with that.
bullshit.
I don't know if we get away with that. That would
Yeah, you
probably
do.
seem too on the
No,
nose.
you do, because people all of a sudden just realize, like, oh, individuals, we're just being selfish, celebrating ourselves.
Acceptance Day.
Here's our season's greetings.
Even though you're telling them to buy a gift for themselves.
Appreciation Day.
Appreciation.
You appreciate the people, the individuals in your life.
But to be fair, you know, I guess Christmas and
Basically
Thanksgiving
Christmas.
have Christmas and Thanksgiving have the unfair advantages of like they're related to things that are
That's
historical
religious backgrounds
stuff.
and stuff like that.
So we're just trying to go
That's
off
why.
of what Mike just threw me way the fuck off.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Whereas
Let's just attach our own
individual
let's just-
appreciation day isn't related to a religion. It's related
Yeah.
into a yuppie way of thinking.
a yuppie
Yeah.
way of thinking.
High-strung tight asses.
Yeah.
Yeah, take that, you Richies. We're all wearing like black fucking leather jackets and combing our slicked hair back.
Oh yeah.
Kev
We're from the movie The Outsiders.
has a toothpick and he hasn't eaten recently. He looks real badass.
We just got out of a fight.
Mike is on his 5th cigarette.
I'm on my 10th tonight.
Yikes.
Joe.
What if you went every year and
That's a lot of
every
ash.
year, every movie made that year, you count how many cigarettes are like appear and are smoked in every movie and see if it goes like up or down on a trend when you get all the way up
That's
to 2018.
crazy to think about.
Is that
yeah.
a crazy thought? I don't
Think
know
about
why.
that. Think
like,
about how much
from like
back
19
when they started having cameras and started recording
Well, the fir-
video.
didn't we look up
how
on the
many
first-
people would have been smoking at that time on TV versus like
didn't we look-
in volume versus compared to our shit? Because that's not fair to say like those 3 or 10 channels that there were
Right,
versus
yeah.
like our thousands.
Now,
Fuck
if you see
that.
someone smoking
But we'll
cigarettes
s-
on television, it's
But
a
we would
cigarette
have to
episode.
scale it.
We'd have to get
It's
to
a
the first
cigarette
year where
episode.
movies. We'd have to
Exactly.
get to the first year where movies were probably officially like very cemented into culture, and it's like now there's just a bunch of movies to be seen and that you can go see and that have already been out for years, whatever.
Yeah.
And then like every year you tally up cigarettes smoked and cigarettes appeared, and
That's
just
crazy.
see the trend.
Because if you say cigarettes appeared, it's like you could see a whole pack just sitting there and nobody
Well,
smokes them at all.
well, maybe we could just
You
say
know?
like scenes.
That wouldn't
Right.
have
The
that
number,
doesn't happen.
the
but,
number is like scenes where it appears. So if it was a bunch of cigarettes at
So
once,
you
it would
would
be
say,
that one.
yeah.
So
like
how
a-
many scenes or whatever that
Yeah,
you could
so
call?
yeah, of course. So if they walked into
How
a
much
grocery
screen time?
store and there's a bunch of cigarettes,
Well,
Yeah,
how much
yeah.
screen time did they get for the year?
Well, to be
That's crazy.
broad, we'll just say where a cigarette like made
that's
it
different.
was.
Yeah.
Screen time is different than.
It would be like a project that would take you forever, and you might.
Oh, this
get-
would never get finished.
Yeah, you have to fucking.
You
go
could never
through-
watch all of them, so you could never do this.
You'd have to dumb it down and be like top 50 movies of every year or something, just to cut off like the technicality of all movies, like just movies that
You
people
can't
at
ask
least.
for that. That's
Yeah.
insane.
I understand that.
Impossible.
Nobody has the access to every single video ever. That's the thing, or
There's
every
that
single
too.
movie ever.
There's all
excuse
kind
me.
of technicalities that take it down, but of
Yeah.
course, we're in hypothetical land also.
Exactly. But if you did have all of that access,
I
and
mean,
was able to
shit,
do that
humanity,
quickly,
do humanity a favor. Fucking
it would
do
be interesting to see because it would definitely have a bunch of spikes and falls in a bunch of areas. You know what I mean? Like it would definitely have a giant. It would be up at the top, like right at the beginning, and then it would drop off at some point whenever they started doing like anti-smoking stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
would
true.
drop there, and then it would come back up.
The
and
war
drop,
against-
and
when
it would
the
be
war
crazy,
against
man.
drugs
It
in
would
the
look like
80s.
it would look like a crazy spike.
That's exactly what I'm
Graph.
thinking.
It
Is
would
I would
look
like to
crazy.
see those lines.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't
That'd be
even remember
interesting.
how the fuck we got on to this from whatever the fuck we were saying
The
before.
focus of the episode. is to bullshit.
True. Oh man. Well, I think I
We're
went through
done.
enough hypotheticals today.
Yeah, I think that's good.
We had a good long grind. Much retardation
I
was
enjoyed them.
exposed.
Oh
I
yeah.
enjoyed them.
We can possibly, if people like this, we
Great
can totally
night.
bring back Dave's hypotheticals, and they will be more cancerous. I promise you, America.
He'll be working on them until the next episode.
I will
Oh
be.
no.
So that's the worst part about it.
I will
is he'll
be-
just have it in the back of his head and see something.
I'm
knows he's
definitely
or think
gonna
of something,
be in a
and
laboratory.
it'll hurt all of us.
I'm definitely gonna be in a laboratory with goggles on, like welding shit.
Are you gonna yell at your sister to get out of your laboratory?
I'm not Dexter. Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna go kill myself now. So it was nice
These
doing
will
a
return.
podcast with you guys.
Anyway.
Okay, well, do you guys want to send us off?
No, I think we've had enough tequila.
Not with the shot.
Tequila.
See, I didn't say with the shot is the key there.
I know.
But
That was the joke.
I hope everybody listening enjoyed those hypotheticals.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope you're not in too much pain now.
I enjoyed them. I'm in a lot of pain.
Mike and Kev enjoyed them, and I enjoyed them.
Oh, great.
Mike's in a lot of pain, but
I had an
That's
aneurysm.
only because he said it.
but yeah, we thank everybody for tuning in. This is Shots in the Dark, and we'll see you next time, folks.
Have a good
Nice
night.
Good night.